Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? Okay, I am here with this sort of tissuey handmade paper that I pulled out of the drawer the other day. I've decided to make it into something I would more likely use than bright coloured pieces of paper, and I have made this. The way I did it was just to use my glass dip pen and write on it with ink all over it. And this is what it started out like before it was nice and grungy. Then I wet it down. This ink, if it's still wet, will run. If it is dry, will not run. So we got some interesting effects with some of the ink running and some of it not, because I wet it down with a spray bottle and I got it really, really wet. And then I used my distress ink, just the distress ink pad, and plonked it on the top a couple of times, and actually used one of my distressing sponges as well, because they always hold quite a bit of ink. Just blobbed that around a bit and yeah, made it a bit grungy and just let it dry and see what happened, and it turned out really awesome. I love it. So I will definitely be more likely to use this in a journal than I would those brightly coloured pieces of paper that they were to start with. So I'll do one on camera. I'll write one on camera. You've seen me do the intuitive writing before. I just sort of scribble around. It was a little difficult with some of this paper because it's so paper thin and it's sort of a little bit fuzzy. The pen would catch in it and rip holes in it, so I didn't care. That kind of adds to it a bit. That's pretty good in my book. So anyway, I wrote all over it, and yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you one, and then I will go off and write on the others off camera and come back and spray them and ink them, and then I'll show you them when they're all dry. Now, when I did this on the first piece, I was a little concerned that I would get quite harsh, inky squares despite all the water. But once it dried, as you could see in the examples that I showed at the beginning, that ink dissipated quite a bit and actually changed colours a lot and looked almost like a, dare I say, it looks almost like a bruise on the paper. There's so many different colours. There's sort of, pinks and yellows and browns, and yeah, it's a very interesting effect. So yeah, I just tapped the ink pad down very gently. I didn't press it down, but by the time the water dried, the ink had dissipated quite a large amount, and you can't even tell that it was just the ink pad that was touched down, rather than sort of ink smeared around in extra places. It did quite a good job of its sort of dispersing on its own. It's very cold here at the moment, so I had to let these dry overnight, but as you can see, they turned out quite delightful. So anyway guys, just a little something for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you've got something like this lying around as well. It's a good way to grunge it up and make it a bit more useful. Thanks for spending your time with me today. I really do appreciate it, as always. And I'll see you again next time. Have yourselves a great day. Bye.